soon after I learned that Mr. Pallam Raju is not able to come, I realized my effort to share with him on how passionate our alumni are about BITS and to complain to him about the regulations that inhibit growth of private universities rather than encourage it, that effort has gone waste. Now that I'm supposed to act like a chief guest, I was, till a few hours ago, completely at a loss as to what should I talk about during this inaugural session, given that I had already penned down my thoughts in the speech that I expect to make later today in the session at which the leadership of BITS will unfold BITS's vision and its agenda for excellence and growth. Well, this morning, I decided to share with you my thoughts on a topic that I have always been passionate about, that is information and communications technology, or ICT. ICT has the potential to play a huge role in significantly improving the scale and quality of research or education that we deliver at BITS, but more generally for India in training the millions of ill-trained engineers or in skilling the hundreds of millions of youth in India. The other reason for me to pick on ICT is that it can form a basis for deeper engagement between BITS and its alumni. Before I continue with this thread, let me first take a break to welcome you all to our campus in Hyderabad on this very momentous and a happy occasion. Today is the day when over 1,000 alumni have assembled on our campus to celebrate their successes and to possibly reconnect with their alma mater. For those who have come from within India or from overseas, one big thank you for making this effort. I also wish to share with you, the alumni, how proud we are of the successes of the tens of thousands of all our alumni, which at last count stood at 85,000 from our on-campus and off-campus programs. Everyone in this room and every alumnus, everyone in this room and every alumnus who's not here occupies a position of responsibility and in many cases position of leadership, whether it is in industry, academia, government, or in other fields, including performing arts and media. While conceding that preparedness, perseverance, commitment, and ethical conduct on your part have been responsible for your successes, I would like to believe the training you have received at BITS, both inside and outside the classrooms, did have a part, however small, to play in your successes. Over two decades since the mid-1940s, when BITS operated as 3 separate colleges, and in the following 50 years that BITS existed as a deemed to be university, its faculty, staff, and leadership have put their hearts and souls into making BITS what it is today. Today, everyone recognizes BITS to be the #1 private university in India. Tomorrow, in year 2020, we will be ranked amongst the top 25 science and technology universities in Asia. Oh, you don't have to clap if you don't wish to. I will now return to ICT, but do so from the viewpoint of BITS's agenda. Today, BITS's mantra is continue to excel and grow with focus on research and innovation and on deep engagement with industry. Today, I propose we rewrite the mantra to include a central role for technology. You're aware that BITS is already in the forefront of using ICT in several areas, And I can say this with confidence because I spent 35 years at another institution where technology is not used the way it is used in BITS Pilani. This includes the online test, Bitsaa, for admissions to the undergraduate programs at BITS, ERP system that will help manage both academic and administrative functions in BITS, and 3, high-definition video conferencing facility, better known as BITS Connect 2.0. In each of these cases, BITS is not just an early adopter, but a pioneer in using ICT and discovering the many uses to which these technologies can be and have been put to. The potential gains are tremendous. I will pick on only some of these. Other than ensuring transparency and efficiency, the online Bitsaa makes feasible what is infeasible. Bitsaa can be and is conducted over several days, several sessions, and around the globe, something that is not otherwise feasible. The ERP system we are building will not only provide error-free, complete, and timely information, it will allow one to process this data and use it to populate various tables and charts that are to be used to monitor the progress made by a student, or the contributions made by a faculty member, or a department, or a campus, or to monitor the health of the university as a whole. High-definition video conferencing facility we have built with active involvement by several of our alumni has already begun to change the way we teach advanced level courses across our campuses in India, leaving more time to our faculty to undertake research. Over the last 12 months, we have discovered newer ways to use the networked conference rooms, whether it is to induct new faculty, conduct cross-campus PhD thesis defense, or, which is yet to come, campus placements. This brings me to a new area where ICT is likely to make a huge impact, particularly in BITS. This is popularly known as MOOCs, or Massively Open Online Courses. For many, this is perhaps the greatest innovation in education after the advent of the blackboard. A MOOCs-based course consists of exceptionally well-crafted content consisting of text, voice, video, and animation that is delivered to tens of thousands of students on demand, anytime, anywhere, and on devices as simple as a smartphone. Although globally, the model is to allow students to take a MOOCs-based course free of cost, BITS proposes to flip the business model and use the underlying pedagogy and technology to offer courses to closed groups of fee-paying students, such as those who are enrolled in our on-campus and off-campus programs. With active support from some of our alumni, BITS has actively pursued this with organizations that had the technology to create content and to host our courses.